Now, fund managers and those in our profession of what you might call a more geeky disposition would tell you that there are many types and styles of investment. They talk about value and growth stocks, themed investment, Warren Buffett, buy and hold forever, and many others. But the big divide, and the one most often discussed and argued over in our business, is between active and passive investment. Now, active funds and portfolios have someone or a group of someones at the helm choosing at the basic level which companies' shares to buy, or which governments and companies' bonds, loans to those companies and governments, to include, and the mix and balance between them. At a higher level, and in the portfolios that advisors often recommend, it's which funds managed by the guys, and it is of course mainly still guys, picking the shares, which funds to include in a portfolio, which we'd argue spreads the risk still further. You then also have not just a range of shares, but a range of those actually choosing them and of the various styles of investment on offer. Passive funds, again at the fund level, invest in stock market indices and so don't choose those individual shares. Now, the most familiar and talked about here is the FTSE 100, and something tracking it would include the top 100 companies it includes, for a better or for worse, or whatever anyone's thought of them. Now, there are hundreds of these indices covering all countries and levels and types of shares. What makes them different is that because no one has to research and decide what's in the mix, they're much cheaper than those active funds. The difference can be as much as 1% a year, sometimes more, but certainly at least 0.5% a year of charges. If they do as well as those active funds, that difference can make a big difference over a period of a few years. In theory, the active funds should do better, certainly when times are hard, as the active fund managers can avoid all the stuff that's going down. However, I've always said that only half of those, if that, are actually likely to get it right at any given time. And having mixed and matched, included a bit of both in recommendations I've made for some years, and having observed through the recent crisis or crises, I have to say that I'm now a convert to the passive view. More on that next or another time.